If you thought the sixth season of Miraculous was standing still or cooling down, you're wrong. Today I'm going to show you the best moments of this season and the craziest ones, ranging from new characters who will have an important role in the future, all the way to the reveal of Chrysalis. You're not going to miss it, are you? Hey everyone, I'm Black Cat. Agley's suspicion just keeps growing. In the episode The Dark Castle, Marinette takes Bunnyx's place for a few hours, since it was Alex's birthday. And because of that, Marinette would be the only one among the Redhead's friends who wouldn't show up at the party because she couldn't split herself in two, right? And well, nobody had noticed Marinette's absence, except for Agley, who made a point of saying that Marinette still hadn't arrived. No, she hasn't. Marinette didn't come. Where is she? And that's where the suspicion begins. Because before the post-credit scene, Layla comments that she wasn't there. Take a look. She wasn't there. It's a clue, but I need to check again to make sure. What if Agley is really Layla Rossi in disguise? It makes total sense for Layla to have noticed Dupin Cheng's absence at the party. Not to mention that Agley was responsible for two accumatizations, the therapist there into Dr. Psycho Pilot and also Aurora into Storm Queen. And as Thomas himself emphasized on his Twitter, none of that is by chance. The meaning of the clothes. Did you notice that Felix and Kagami no longer wear those ties and closed collars? It's because now they're freer, literally. And the one who confirmed that was Thomas himself. Now the couple is leaving behind that image of children stuck to their parents. Now they make their own decisions, for better or for worse, right? What's most interesting is that Adriano Vinaigrette went through the same change in this sixth season of Miraculous. But it was so subtle that some of you might not even have noticed. Like the haircut that now resembles a little bit Cat Noir's own, maybe a way to show this freedom the blonde is having without Gabriel in his life. And there were also the sneakers, which used to be orange and with the Agreste brand logo, but now are a simpler white and with no brand at all. Natural, you know? But there are still people believing Adriano is going to change his hairstyle into something more radical. And the reason for that, I'm going to show you now. Adrien, in therapy in Dr. Psycho Pilot, Agley went to meet with a therapist so she could get rid of her fear of butterflies and insects. And because she heard that the therapist could help people get rid of traumas and things like that, Adrien considers the idea of going to this therapist to resolve the internal conflicts about his controlling father. But what irritated me a little in this scene was Marinette saying that he could tell her everything, as if she were saying that therapy wasn't necessary because he had Marinette's love. Guys, for the love of God, right? Luckily, Alia gave that reality check that seems to be missing in Marinette sometimes, most of the time, explaining that she could help her boyfriend by supporting him going to the therapist. And at the end of this episode, we saw that Adrien really went to open up about his father with the therapist. And that can make the boy start changing his clothing style and even his hair, because it's more than time for him to evolve, right? Representation doesn't stop. And I'm saying that in a good way, of course. The first we saw was Sublime for being PCD and also for having appeared using a wheelchair. In the LGBT part, we have Mark, who is definitely gay, Nathaniel being bisexual, Juleka possibly being a lesbian, and Rose, who I suspect is pansexual because of her extroverted personality. But right, she could be B too. And we also had Max revealing that he is autistic, something that left a lot of people surprised, me included, since most thought Ivan was neurodivergent because of his introversion. So what about you? Did you already suspect Max, or were you caught by surprise too? Why did Luka want Ladybug's earrings? Dude, to this day, I'm trying to understand what happened in this episode. Seriously? Like, when Viper Bug, Ladybug's fusion with the snake Miraculous, dropped that bomb about Gabriel Agrestito being monarch all this time, Luka took an attitude that scared the fans and Marinette herself, because he asked for her earrings with no explanation at all, saying that he knew things she didn't know. But when Marinette refuses, he starts raising his voice, something that didn't match the sweet and calm guy we already knew. Viper Bug gets so scared by that she goes back in time, visibly regretting having vented to him. But the doubt that stayed in the air is, what was he planning? Did Luka want to go back in time to stop Marinette from lying about Gabriel having been a hero? Or did he want to use the earrings to pass pass himself off as Ladybug and reveal the truth to everyone about Monarch having been that disgusting aggressed all this time. Dude, I don't know. But what I do know is that you can create 1,000 theories just from this scene. But if you have some awesome theory, you can tell me there in the comments, because I'm obsessed with this mystery. I think I'm even going to make a video just about this, The heroine from Rio de Janeiro. Man, if before I was surprised to see Luka lying to Marinette about having a girlfriend just to explain his sudden departure from the country, seeing that the Carioca is actually the bearer of a magical jewel left me open-mouthed. Her name is Irup, which comes from Tupi-Guarani and means royal victory. And the brunette's magical jewel is not a miraculous, but a totem, a spiritual object, which can be from an animal or from an ancestral guardian. We just still don't know what these creatures are called, since Thomas stated that her little creature, Menal, is not a Kwame, just like the rings from the Shanghai special. Remember? And like, Irup was basically a spoiler of what's coming in this Rio special. Possibly she is going to star in the Rio de Janeiro special alongside Ladybug and Cat Noir. And I'm dying to see that. If you're also anxious to see Irup again, hit like on this video so I'll know how many of you are counting the minutes for this special. Sublimation was the worst choice to start the season. Dude, this episode ended up giving a very wrong image of Marinette, making it seem like she had regressed, becoming even more immature and super protective of Adrien, as if she were his mother and not his girlfriend. Besides that, the tone of the episode is very childish, as if the target audience were preschool-age children and not the general audience. And the worst part, because Sublimation was a premiere episode, a lot of people thought the entire 6th season of Miraculous was going to be like that. Of course, that wasn't the case, but it gave a terrible, bad impression for the series, you know? But what about you? Did you also get that same horrible impression because of the Sublimation episode? Or did you not even care about it? Layla's transformation. Up to the moment of this video, Jack's Going was the most recent episode of the 6th season of Miraculous. And dude, what a revealing episode. Besides confirming what we already suspected about Kagami not being a human being, it showed us the long-awaited transformation of Chrysalis. It wasn't exactly a cinematic transformation like the heroes, but hey, look at this outfit, these details, and this butterfly mask. Not to mention this awesome purple skin, right? I just didn't like this hair much, but we know Layla likes to cause trouble and likes exaggeration, right? The most bizarre part was seeing Layla calling Suruga mother. This girl is overflowing with mammy and shoes, but she doesn't know how to speak. Guys, I'll sum it up. Chrysalis delivered everything as a villain, both in elegance and in mystery, and in the exaggeration of her outfit. But if you want to know more details, I'm going to leave the analysis of this episode here in the pinned comment, okay?